Hello, and welcome to Creepy Chillz. I'm your midnight guide, here to lead you through another shadowed tale beneath the veil of night. Before we begin tonight's rainy sleep story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tap the like button. It helps more sleepy wanderers find their way to our little corner of the dark. Let me know in the comments, where are you listening from, and what time is it there? I love seeing the midnight map of listeners from around the world. Now, settle in. Let the sound of the rain ease your thoughts. Let your breath slow. You're safe. You're not alone. You're with us now. It was just past midnight. They are always there, even when you believe you are alone. The wind had been soft that morning, barely caressing the worn shutters of Alara's cottage. It was the sort of morning that made the air feel like velvet, soft, still, and full of dreams not yet stirred loose. Her little house perched on the outskirts of a slumbering village where nothing much ever did happen. Days blended into each other like hot candle wax. But today, something did occur. And it started with a noise as small as a knock. 3 knocks. That was all. Not hurried. Not anxious, just soft. Alara pulled her cardigan tighter around her shoulders and stepped barefoot onto the wooden floor, its boards creaking ever so slightly under her weight. Her eyes were still clouded with the residue of sleep, but her heart had begun to stir in a way she couldn't explain. She opened the front door. No one was there. Only the quiet rustle of leaves and the soft, pale glow of dawn spreading over the garden path. But at her feet was a package, plain, square, and unmarked. No return address. No postage stamps. Just her name, scribbled in the faded, curling ink, Alara Wynne. She stopped. The wind lifted the hem of her robe and played with her curls. A bird cooed a lazy morning song somewhere. Yet the air seemed different, as if someone had exhaled a secret into it and then disappeared. She lifted the box. It weighed more than it appeared to. Within the cottage, she set it on the kitchen table, its surface still cluttered with yesterday's teacups and a half-read book. Her hands hesitated over the string wrapped tightly around the box. And though she didn't know why, her breath caught in her throat like something old and well-known had stretched out toward her across time. She loosened the string, lifted the lid. Within was a music box, and nothing else. It was cut from rich mahogany, its edges worn smooth by time. Small brass hinges, a winding key at the back. Her hand shook as she picked it out of the box, for she knew it. She knew this music box. She had not seen it since she was a child, in a house that had long since fallen into dust and memory. It had belonged to her mother. Alara sat down slowly, the legs of the chair creaking against the floor, as if the house itself knew the gravity of what had come back. She turned the key. The mechanism clicked quietly. Then, music burst into the silence, delicate, haunting, like moonlight in sound. Notes floated through the air like petals on a river, and with each one, a door within her mind creaked open. Memories slipped in. She saw her mother's face once more. Not that of a ghost, but of someone alive, warm, laughing by the fire. She saw the golden fields behind their childhood house, running through tall grass with her little brother, wind passing in and out of her ears. But those memories didn't arrive alone. They brought others. Dark ones. Whispers in the hallway at night. Shadows that didn't shift when they should have. A sudden knock on the glass that visited annually on the same evening in October, the night that her mother vanished. Alara shivered. She hadn't thought of that evening in more than 2 decades. Not since the police told her they'd found nothing. No break-in. No footprints. Just an empty bedroom, and the music box open and playing. She recalled that now. It had been the last noise in the house before the silence fell in for good. Why had it returned to her now? She cut off the music. Outside, the wind moaned through the trees once more, slow and languid like a slow exhalation. One branch tapped softly against the windowpane. She gazed at the box,